I don't think there is any other medicine in the world that have been studied so intensively, not only in controlled clinical trials like the ones that we presented to the FDA, but in real world information. We have very good visibility on the safety and efficacy of this vaccine. So I think it is one of the most researched medicines in the world.
All right, Pfizer CEO very happy at FDA approval for its vaccine. With us now is Dr. Kevin Campbell, the K-Brock Consulting President, CEO, physician, and cardiologist. Doctor, good to have you back. I guess this is really good news for those who've been wanting to get that seal of approval from the FDA and maybe now get vaccinated. How many do you suspect will?
You know, I'm very hopeful that these folks that have been hesitant to be vaccinated, go ahead and get vaccinated now. This is, as the gentleman just said, one of the most well-studied medicines that the FDA has approved in decades. I think that it's safe and effective. We've been through the process, and we need to get Americans vaccinated quickly.
What if very few take them up on the offer, though, right? I mean, and they are still resistant to it. I'm only reminded of that, doctor, of this event, this rally that Donald Trump was at the other night, where he was booed when he talked about people getting vaccinated. That blew me away. I mean, so there's a stubborn plurality. I don't want to characterize it as that because I believe me, I get the emails that will not change, FDA approval or not. What do you make of that? What do you tell them?
You know, I think it's quite sad because at first they were using the excuse that it's not FDA approved. What they don't realize is just to get emergency use authorization, you have to have 2 months of very convincing data that shows the benefits outweigh the risk. For FDA full approval, it requires a lot of paperwork called a biologics licensing application and 6 months of data in patients who've received that. We have more than enough data, and I think now we'll hear other excuses as to why they won't get the shot. But ultimately, you're going to have to be vaccinated, or you're going to have to be very, very lucky not to be very, very ill from the COVID-19 variant.
You know, as a cardiologist, it must bother you greatly as well, because the more people are putting off getting vaccinated, the more some of these hospital rooms and ICUs are getting crowded. And there are other people who need those spaces as well, who might not be getting them or not getting them as quickly or as easily. So whatever you gain, on the vaccination front, which you don't gain much, you lose on those who could be succumbing to far more preventable maladies.
You know, you're exactly right, Neil. What we have seen is a lot of hospital systems are having to put off, elective cases such as elective heart catheterizations, elective ICD and pacemaker implants. We're also seeing the fact that where a lot of patients are staying home rather than calling 911 when they have chest pain. And so I'm very, very concerned that other diseases such as heart disease, which is, what I practice, are not being treated adequately because A, we don't have the space, and B, patients are scared to come to the hospital, and we've got to change that attitude.
Yeah. You're a good man, doctor. You're trying to get the good word out. If only more people heard you when you did. Dr. Kevin Campbell, we'll have more after this. Stocks racing along just fine. All of these words.